So I've been getting my balls busted because I have not come up with a summer fragrance list. And though I will say I don't own that many summer fragrance full bottles, I do have a list of recommendations that I could give you. I also have a pretty extensive ranking system or ranking list that I'm going to come out with in the coming days that's going to go through all of the summer fragrances I can recommend and where I would place them on that tier. But that's another video for another day. In this video, I am going to give, I want to say 10 recommendations, but you know that there's always an honorable mention. I'm just going to give you a bunch of summer fragrances that I could recommend and just how I feel about them. Let me get one of these fan favorites out of the way. Rasasi Hawas Ice. This is one that a ton of people love. A ton of them. I like it too. However, it is a little bit juvenile for me. The more that my fragrance journey continues, the more fragrances I get to explore, the more I realize what's for my palate, what's not for my palate. And I'm not going to say that this isn't for my palate. I'm going to say, like, if I ever wanted to tap into the younger version of me, I could probably jump into this. This is something I would probably recommend for anybody that's like, you know, maybe 24 and under, right? It's loud, it's bubblegummy, it's sweet, it's slightly aquatic. It gives you a bit of an ice feel when you spray it on. It does smell really good, extremely bubblegummy, extremely sweet, but it is something that pulls compliments. It's something that radiates off of skin. Now, I will say it doesn't last long. You probably get about 5 hours, 6 hours tops if you overspray this, but you run into that problem of if you overspray, it's going to be really, really loud. So this is one of those ones I say overspray before you step outside. I want to say maybe at least a half hour to an hour before you go outside, you can overspray it. But this is, I'll recommend this. It's under 30 bucks. Why not? Now, here's one that you don't hear me talk about this one much at all. I used to talk about it, or I mentioned it before, but I never really talked about it. Ajmal Blu. And I must say, this is one of those ones, I've had this for a couple of years now, extremely cheap. I think I got this bottle for like $15, $16. And when I first got it, it just smelled really, really generic shower gel. Like, that's all I got from it. Like, there's notes of lavender, there's notes of watermelon and things like that, lotus. And I'm just like, I don't really get it. It just smells like generic shower gel. But now, since I've had it for so long, I smell the watermelon. I do smell the lotus. It's weird, right? Because what does lotus smell like? And I just think of almost like Lily of the Valley, but a lot more floral, watery type of thing. I say Lily of the Valley like most people even know what Lily of the Valley is. But you can get like a bit of a watery type of vibe from this, almost aquatic, ozonic type of vibe. Now on a dry down, you do get some ambers, which means that it's going to melt into your skin pretty well with that chemistry, and some musk as well. But this right here, it's awakened. Finally. Is it loud? No, not at all. However, if you combo it with Rave Now on the backside, which is pretty much pineapple juice, these two together are monsters. Even apart, this right here is, you can layer this with anything almost. This is pineapple juice. It's pineapple juice. Anything you want to add a layer of pineapple juice to, man, this is so good. This is so good. You want to layer pineapple with anything, Rave Now is where you want to go. But if you want that ozonic, watermelon-y, watery kind of aquatic vibe, slightly floral, extremely fresh, that's so good now. Extremely fresh, you can go with this. Rave Now is like a must. This can be a staple because it has so many uses that you can do with this. Crazy part about Rave Now is it's another one that you could get for under $20. But the same way that I combo this with the Ajmal Blu, you can combo this with this guy, which is Coco Moon by Beach Geeza. Oh my God. I'm not gonna open this bottle. I'm not gonna open it because every time I open this Coco Moon, I always have a reaction to it. Now, this is like your sunscreeny beach coconut in the bottle. That's pretty much what this is. It's musky, and by musky, not stink musky, but it's kind of hard to describe musk to people that don't know fragrances, but to those of you who do, I want to open this so bad because I know what I'm going to smell and I know how I'm going to react. Coco Moon is something that you can get, the price has dropped. You can get a full bottle 50 ml for about 120, or you could get this size bottle now for like $45 or something like that. It's really, really cheap. It's 15 ml. I do need to re-up and I need to get a bigger bottle. I need to get a bigger bottle, a couple of bigger bottles, because this is something that you can layer with a lot of things. Now imagine you got your Rave Now, which is your pineapple. You got your Coco Moon, which is your coconut. Put it together, you got pina colada. Now here's the kicker. With Coco Moon, you can layer this with a lot of things. You can layer, I'm not going to do any more layering like transitions or anything like that. I'm gonna stop my layering transitions right there. That was completely unplanned. But let me just do this. Oh my God. It's like a coconut lotion. Not like cocoa butter, but this right here just smells like beach lotion. You feel the sands. You just know that I'll never stop recommending Coco. Never stop recommending Coco Moon. And the thing about it is, the longer you have it, the stronger it gets. When I first got Coco Moon, it just didn't wow me. Like the smell was okay. The smell was there, but it was okay. The projection, the longevity wasn't really there. But I want to say after like a few months of letting it sit, it got stronger and it started lasting, because I just used to use it as a layering. I used to use it for comboing, but now I'm like, this stands alone. This stands alone, which is why I just ended up going through the bottle once I realized that it could stand alone. Let's get into some more freshies, will you? You know me, I never have tops to my bottles like that. I got John Varvatos Artisan Pure. If you ever want to smell white linen shirt, dress up, anything like that, or you could do casual, this is your super citrus, lemon, mandarin up top, super citrus, clean white shirt fragrance. That's pretty much what this is. You can get this guy for about, I don't know, maybe $30. I don't remember how much. This is a bigger bottle. I think I may have gotten this for like under $30, but it was a long time ago. But this right here, man, lemon fresh. That's it. It's like, I want you to imagine you're going through like the meadows and there's like lemon trees and there's oranges on trees or whatever, and they're just falling from the tree. That's what this smells like. Just think of your grass, your trees, there's lemons on the trees, there's oranges on the trees, they fall in, you can squeeze them. All right, this is going in a different direction. That's what this is, the John Varvatos Artisan Pure. But staying in the fresh territory now, this, you got your high class job and it's summertime, springtime, you want to go in there smelling fresh, clean, professional, and you want to remind them, yo, I'm ready to take vacation. And when I go on vacation, I'm going to be on the yacht. I'm going to have sophisticated people on that yacht with me. This isn't like I'm on a yacht and I got those around me. Nah, this is yacht party with people of means. That's what this smells like in the bottle. Up top, it just smells like the sea. You get your citruses, you get your bergamot, but you get ambroxan too up top, which lets you know like it's going to be strong. Now, when I first got this, it didn't come off that strong to me. Like this was something I felt like I needed to overspray and it'd be gone with the wind. But I want to say after about a year, because I was really bored of it, I just didn't really, it smelled generic to me. And Acqua di Gio's, like to me, they kind of smell a little bit boring, but if you let them sit for a while, and you usually don't have to do that with designer or niche, what you see is what you get usually. But when I came back to this, I learned to appreciate it. And maybe it was because of my experience with fragrances was starting to mature and I was able to pick up other notes and I learned how to wear things a bit better. I understood what it was and what it was trying to do, and I accept it as that. This isn't something that's going to, you know, be loud in your face, super personality. Nah, this right here just says, I'm better than you. Like that's all it's I'm better than you. It smells, when you want to be impressive, this is something that you can wear on an interview. You can kill it on an interview with this one, but you gotta be dressed with this. Gotta be dressed with this one. Like, I don't even like to waste it. I don't even like to be around certain type of ladies with this one. You gotta be around like, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. You understand. You understand. I've spoken. Masculinity, suited and booted, classy. Acqua di Gio, for Acqua di Gio Profondo. Now, this was actually a gift to me. My mother got this for me. I think it cost about $110 Maybe you can find it on discounters for just under $100. Is it worth it? If that's what you're going for. If that's what you're going for. If you need something that's classy, professional in your wardrobe, that leans summertime, springtime, kind of aquatic, but super fresh, super clean, a little peppery up top as well, and Broxton Heavy is going to last after you let it sit for a bit, you can go with this Profondo. All right, let me give you a recommendation that I don't want to recommend, but I can't deny what it does. Acqua di Parma, Fico di Amalfi. I can't deny what it does. I personally don't like it because of the fig note, the fig leaf, the fig fruit, and all of that. It's too sticky sweet for me. But it is aquatic, it is musky, and this is something that I can't lie to you, it gets compliments. Women love the fig in this. It's also a little bit, I don't want to say dirty in the sense of like dirty, but like kind of like, how do I describe this one? It has character. You'll definitely smell unique. You will not smell like everybody else. It's kind of dirty in the sense of like a sexual type of dirty. You know what I mean? It's like that. You could pull it off that way. But again, it's not my cup of tea, but I can't deny what it does. Now, this is Acqua di Parma, Fico di Amalfi. I think that when I got this, it was about 65 bucks. This isn't even the big bottle. This is like 75. No, it's big enough. But got it for about $65. It is a niche. This is an affordable niche. There you go. Let's get back into the super affordable fragrances. Armav's Club de Nuit Sillage. Now we get into the florals. We get into the florals. This one right here, well, not. When I first got this, I didn't understand it. It was hyped when it first came out and people glazed it like crazy. And for me, I couldn't understand it because it wasn't something I was used to. I got it, I said, okay, it smells kind of fresh, but there's like some sort of metal note to it. And it just wasn't projecting, it wasn't performing, it wasn't doing any of that. I think that I got it in like the winter. By the time the spring and summer came around, and I said, you know what, let me just spray it, see how I feel about it. It's my third bottle. Let me just spray it and see how I feel about it. I spray it on, I'm driving around, I'm letting the air hit me, and I'm like, it smells so good. Like that metallic note is still there, but the florals and the violet starts to sneak in along with that. It is citrus up top. Is my bottle cracked? Let me tell you, I've recommended this. A lot of people have bought this because of me. I'm gonna have links for these in the description if I could find them. But a lot of people have bought this, and you know, some of them right out the gate, it was what it was already going to become, and they loved it. There was some who got it the same way that I did, where it was like, okay, it's okay. And then they come back to it a little bit later and they're like, oh my God, that is good. A bunch of people have bought this not off of me, but from my recommendation. And I'll continue to always recommend Club de Nuit Sillage. This is their take on Creed's Silver Mountain Water. I've never smelled Silver Mountain Water, but if it smells anything like this, I don't need to, because this smells great and you can get it under 30 bucks. Now, I'm not here to sell anything. I'm just giving you price points of everything that I'm recommending so you have an idea if you ever want to get your hands on any of the stuff. We are getting to the end. I don't even know how many I've recommended. I'm probably well over 10. My apologies. Lattafa Maahir Legacy. Listen here. You guys remember, I killed this when I first got it. I killed this for almost a year because I could barely smell it. Always said it smells great. This is Lattafa's take on Parfums de Marly Greenly, I believe. I killed this because I said, man, it smells so good, but it lasts for about a half hour to an hour. It took about a year to a year and a half before this became what it was supposed to be. I almost gave it away. On my other channel. Almost gave it away. I said, I'm gonna let this sit for just a little bit longer and see what happens. And when it finally became what it was supposed to become, oh my God, the gloves was off. The gloves were off. A fresh apple, slightly floral, minty, lime. There's supposed to be pineapple in here, but I don't get it. It mainly smells like apple instead of pineapple, but that's just to my nose, and it's probably because of the lime and the mint combination there. Which reminds me, oh my God, this is like a sweeter version of Torino 21 by Giorgio. I'm gonna make a tier list, but this is like it's like a sweeter version of Torino 21 now that I think about it. The juniper berry in here, this is just a really really good scent. And like I said, now I could choke people out with this. This lasts at least 6 hours on me. And it's pumping for like four max. However, I'm an oversprayer. And when I say I'm an oversprayer, I'm talking about at least 10 spray. I'm a 10 spray guy. Unless I got something heavy, something that's like, you know, cool, normal, at least 10. This right here getting like, I was doing 12, but I had to pull it back to about 10. Now, Legacy, you could get this under $30 as well. And bro, price is price, very affordable. Coming down the finish, I don't know what number we're on. There's no numbers. There's no order. Francesca Bianchi Sex and the Sea. Let me talk to you. This is not blind buy safe. When they say niche or indie niche or niche quality, the artistic type of fragrance, that's this. It won't be for everybody because there's that animalic note that's in here that might not be for everybody. Depending on where you are in your journey, it may or may not be for you. But for me, y'all, this smells so good. That coconut that's in here, that pineapple, it's warm. And you know what it's like? So here's how I could describe the animalic notes. I want you to be like your normal human mammal self and just imagine you with like some sort of animal fur. So you don't smell like a nasty, dirty, in the woods animal that's been going through fecal matter and stuff like that. No. You just have like fur on you. Like that's the type of animalic vibe that I get from this. That's the civet that's in here because it's powdery. It is powdery. I didn't think it was powdery when I got the full bottle. When I had the sample, I never really thought about it as powdery. I actually went back to my sample to make sure that what I had on my sample is what's in here. And it is. It is. My nose needed to mature. But this is something that starts off animalic, warm, slightly dark. This is definitely date night. Slightly dark, and it turns into a sweet coconut, pineapple, almost pina colada sort of vibe. And then there's an iris that's in here that just... I'm glad I got this size bottle because this isn't something that I could wear often. But once you get into niche and artistry kind of fragrances, this is when you can tap into Sex and the City. Now, I got this for the low. I found this for about $65. It's the lowest that I've ever seen. Normally, and this is a 1 ml. Normally, this goes for about $90 if you could find it. If it's not sold out wherever you look, it's gonna cost you about $90 for this size bottle. Regular size bottle, I believe, is $150, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. I'll put a link up. But that $65 price range, sold out. I looked again on the site where I got it from, they ain't got it. All right, and now we are going to talk about these two shortly. These Vulcan Feu by French Avenue and Septre Malachite by Maison Alhambra both do the same thing. They're both God of War clones. God of War? What is that? What's the name of that again? Name of the clone? God of Fire? God of Fire clones. I've never smelled God of Fire, but what I can say is these are unique to anyone that has the normal mundane fragrances because there's a mango note in these. And they are very similar, but they kind of go in different directions a little bit. This is more of a nighttime where it's a lot warmer of a mango note, a lot spicier of a mango note. It's sweet, but it's not super cloyingly sweet. The thing that I've mentioned about this is you think of a mango martini with the rim is like, instead of having like a sugary coated rim, it's more of spices, peppery around the rim. Think like chilies. Whereas, and this is your nighttime one. Whereas this guy right here, it's a little brighter. It still does the mango thing, but it's a bit brighter. And it's more like whereas that one was like a margarita, mango margarita spicy. This is more like a mojito, a mango mojito. More of a daytime wear, slightly spicy, but it's still got that sweetness to it. You don't need both. They'll be a bit redundant. And I know that people kind of turned their back on this Septre Malachite. I think it was one of the first clones that came out. And people started saying that it got weak or it was weaker. maybe they ain't spraying enough. I'm an oversprayer. I'm giving this at least 10, maybe 12. When I spray this, probably 8 to 10. Probably 8 to 10. So this is stronger than this, but as far as longevity, they're pretty much the same. You're gonna get at least 6 hours out of both of these. Overspray on this one. This guy right here, Vulcan Feu, costs you about $40. And Cetre Malachite, I ain't gonna lie to you, I think I may have seen this at $20. I didn't buy it for $20 when I first got it, but I think that the latest I seen it for was about $20. Again, I'll have links in the description for these if you're interested in any of them, but those are some summer recommendations that I have for you. And I'm gonna have more coming out, and I'm gonna do a tier list because, well, I'm awake. That was good, right? Right? Can I recommend them to another video? I want to recommend them to another video. It's cool.